Who could have guessed that in the very final days of planet Earth's existence, humanity could find its fate tied to such a wretched creature, one so revolting, so malicious, so reviled as that which had befallen the good and kind young man this monster had become? That this creature was malevolent or evil is to give this brute a sense of purpose, a sense of being. Nothing was further from the truth. This foul wraith held no feelings of anger or rage. It held no pity or mercy, for it was as blank as stone, utterly and entirely bereft of any sense of good and decency that had once existed before this young man willingly gave his immortal soul to ensure the survival of humanity. This good and decent young man was as Jekyll as the beast was Mr. Hyde. Unwilling to help a crying and desperate child begging for caring arms, or rescue a woman tortured and oppressed, this blackness thrust upon our very existence was necessary and hated. This was no shadowy figure in the darkness waiting to strike the unsuspecting, or grand speech maker with comments to strike fear in one's mind. Its willingness to kill was never relaxed, and its disdain for us all as humans was unreserved and absolute. How best then to describe this orphan, this abortion, this dog of war, than to realize all the best qualities in every one of us removed and replaced instead with a sheer disdain for life? Humanity meant nothing and yet everything to this frantic madness. In humanity's final and desperate hour on earth, in our fight for our very right to exist, we needed a hero. What we delivered to ourselves instead, created by our own hands, was what we all are in the deepest recesses of our very being and refute profusely. That individual who denies incestuous needs then fulfills them, or the manipulating and contriving sort bent on power, the molester of innocent, the preacher of more divine behavior who partakes in whoring, or the sick and depraved were all in need of a Savior during this final hour. The fear of what humanity faced confronted us all, driving us desperately to manifest in flesh that which we all reject in a desperate bid for survival. How then do I describe to you, the survivors reading these chronicles of time long past, of this great and terrible time on planet Earth, what lengths we had to go to, what moralities we rejected, what disgust we willingly embraced as a pig might at its trough, than to explain what he was and what we had become because of him? How do I justify the atrocities humanity committed, or the many sins we burned into the hearts of those innocents who had survived? What words can justify the regret for the wrongs humanity contrived? What justifications can be presented to you, our children's children? I have none, and we, your ancestors, all have none. This is his story.